Welcome to I Am Care, I Create. Today we're going to be doing a daily for Scorpio, Sagittarius, and Capricorn tarot card reading for January 10th. Let's focus the energies on the card for Scorpio, October 23rd to November 21st. If you were born within this October 23rd to November 21st, your sun sign is a Scorpio. Angels, beloved you are, blessed you are, thank you. Please focus the energies on this deck for the sign of Scorpio so that we can get some truth reading of discernment and self, so we may mirror and learn. When one become two, what will you do? What is what is, and what is everlasting abundance, unity and connection, perfection. 11:11, the mirror. I love God. Angels, please help us resonate at the frequencies of Christ consciousness, of unconditional love and self-awareness and discernment, so that we can move to the understanding of betterment towards all of the conscious construct. Learn true love of self, love oneself with the whole heart, body, mind, and soul. The soul is everything, everyone, and your neighbor is yourself, because you are one. And now let's get the cards for Scorpio. Trying to understand why the layout. I do the layout the way I do. I can't say I know. So higher self, past heart. This is the morning. This is your morning. This is midday, and this is afternoon. This is my higher self mind and communication. This is the heart, the solar plexus, and the sacral center, and this is manifestation, the root chakra, the externals. Why do then I go past the future, heart? There must be a reason. Maybe there's no reason. Oh, virtue came in upside down. We have works, virtue, Princess of Swords in the mind today. Prince of Swords in the heart, and worry in the heart, emotional center. And flow. Overall for today is a feeling of the moon, which is a trump card, and it represents void, off, sun behind time. So this is the deep understanding of existence. This is where the unconditional love of anything and everything comes in. So deep emotion, a deep emotional happiness. You're sitting in a place of deep emotional happiness for today. You have virtue upside down. So this is thinking thoughts that are for personal gain, or maybe you're not for the betterment of all, but for just self. Prince of Swords is in the emotion of feeling in control, but under attack. You're probably having to tell people what to do or deal with other people's issues in the morning, but you're feeling powerful, so you must manifest taking control of the situation. In the middle of the day, your mind is on work. You're feeling quite happy in this void of existence, but you're manifesting oppression. So you must be feeling the work and happiness is not to do with the work. It has to do with an inner happiness of self. But you're feeling oppression, and I feel like this is probably something to do with, or you're manifesting oppression. This might have to do something with your thoughts, or the past thoughts that are not so good for a greater good. I've been telling somebody off, and somebody's manifesting oppression, either over someone or someone over you. Some part of yourself is being repressed, or you're oppressing another person, aspect of another person in the middle of the day. And then the end of the day, you are swording off other people's thoughts and ideas, energy from the higher chakras, from the mind and the throat. You're fending them off. Maybe you're like, how could they say that about me? I can't believe it. And worry about what's going to happen in the heart. This is about your desire. You worry about your desires, or you're worried about your creation, or you're worried about what you're planning on, what you're going to manifest out of this. But you're manifesting being in the flow. This is another trump, the star. You're manifesting comfort. And the sound of this letter here is hey. Behold, reveal, breathe. So you may be having some insight, but you're comfortable, you're able to breathe, or maybe this is saying you need to breathe. Just take deep breaths. Be comfortable. I think that's the overall for Scorpio for January 10th. Let's move on to Sagittarius. I'll put these cards away and focus the energies on Sagittarius. November 22nd to December 21st. If you were born on November 22nd to December 21st, your sun sign, Sagittarius. It's a sign. It defines like a fisherman. I don't remember the sign now. Like an arrow with a cross in it. Sagittarius. Angels, please view these cards with the energy of Sagittarius for a reading for January 10th. Beloved you are, blessed you are, thank you. When one becomes two, what will you do? What is what is, and what is everlasting abundance, unity and connection, perfection. 11:11, the mirror. I love God. Angels, please help us reflect Christ consciousness in our higher self, in our thoughts, in our voice and words, communication, in our heart desire, in the solar plexus creation, the sacral center of passion, and the root chakra, manifesting it all through the mirror. Let us embody unconditional loving acceptance of self and self-discernment, so we can grow to the betterment of all consciousness. Loving yourself, the whole heart, body, mind, and soul, and our neighbor as ourself. The soul represents the whole conscious construct of existence. The transmutation of energies, the understanding that we are living in paradise. We are creating, co-creating, by our embodiment, by our decisions, by our discernment, by our thoughts, by our daily mantra. The overall of the reading is feelings of failure and success. So you're successfully failing, or you're failingly successful. This is a confusing emotion to be in. Deep thoughts of the universe. This is another trump card. 21. Universe. Chet. Wall, fence, separation. Witness. So I describe this as the witness card, witnessing. So you're witnessing events in your mind, and you're seeing clearly. You're seeing walls. You're seeing divisions in your life. Futility is you're surrendering. Your heart is surrendering to these divisions, and you're taking into account virtues, manifesting things that are better for everyone. And that's in the morning. It's a pretty productive morning. The sun, in the middle of the day, the present. The higher mind is the sun. This is another trump card or event, and it's pronounced the sun. There's Resh, head, authority, fist, and I describe it as light. So your mind is taking a leadership role, and that would make your heart being wavery on a success and failure. Am I succeeding? Am I failing? There could be some kind of test or something involved, and you're worried about how that's going to turn out. Interference. The blockage of time. The information is not yet given to you. So you're manifesting a worrying of this success and failure. Adjustment is in the mind. In the end of the day, you're thinking about balancing these energies. Probably have to do with the concerning of this emotional energy that you're manifesting. And your heart is now addicted to something or experiencing. This is also another arcanic event. Oh, it's adjustment is as well. I do adjustment. Adjustment is 8. Lamed. Shepherd staff. Teach to form. So school. Again, your mind's on the school. Mind's on this understanding. And or test or something to do with it, the outcome of discernment, a judgment almost. This is also the Justice card, adjustment. And then the Devil, one of my favorite cards in the deck. I call it the dividing card. Ayin, I, watch, experience. This is the I that looks over, this part of you that is aware and conscious and discerning. Because the unconscious part is unconditionally loving. It's when we come up to the higher, this thought processing brain, that we start to ruin our unconditional love and make judgments and form addictions to ideas and behaviors and things. And then at the end of the day, we're manifesting a strong mirror. So the emotions and things we're feeling are manifested. This is a calming card though, the Queen of Cups. I like to read it just to let you know at the end of the day you're in a good place. You went through a lot. The watery part of water, an observer, dreamy, tranquil, poetic, imaginative, kind yet passive, impressionable to other cards' influences. So you've been through a lot during the day, and you just come to a point of reflection at the end of the day where you're just looking at it all from an observation point, going, this is what's happened to me, this is not who or what I am. I am unconditional, loving acceptance, everlasting unity, abundance, connection. You are perfection. And this may be a good time to do some self-care and take a bath, light some candles. And let's move on. That was January 10th for Sagittarius. Let's move on to Capricorn. Put these cards away and focus the energy on Capricorn. December 22nd to January 19th. If you were born between December 2nd and January 19th, you are under the sign of Capricorn for your sun sign. Let's focus the energy on the cards. Angels, please focus the energy for the sign of Capricorn for January 10th. Beloved you are, blessed you are, thank you. When one becomes two, what will you do? What is, and what is everlasting abundance, unity, and connection, perfection. 11:11, the mirror. I love God. Angels, can we please reflect and resonate with the Christ unconditional loving acceptance of self and the awareness and discernment to move towards the better for all conscious construct. And that's what we're doing. Let it resonate through our mind, through our crown chakra, through our minds, eyes, thoughts, our throat as words and communication, our heart's desires, the solar plexus creation center. Yes, you do want to come out. The Dantian sacral center passion manifesting through the root chakra. We have in the higher mind, Queen of Cups, success and strength. Strength is a nice card. Of course, having success on the mind is a good thing. Thinking about success. We are feeling satiated, full, complete, needing nothing. And discernment, understanding, fully understanding, and fully satisfied over today. Oh, Capricorn is having an amazing day today. Reflection in the morning in the mind, feeling in a dominant position, manifesting luxury in the morning, a good breakfast, maybe on vacation or something, or at least a nice relaxing morning. Success in the higher mind with being satisfied and fully feeling understood. There is some interference manifesting. There's most likely some communication interference or something to do with travel. Look it up. Interference is 8 of Swords. Misdirected energy, neglect of important matters, lack of persistence, unforeseen bad luck, restrictions, great care in some areas, disorder in others. So we're overly focused on one area and neglecting another area. Or maybe there's some reason something's not getting to you that you need. the physical object. Strength. So I feel like this might be a movement. We're having some issues moving, or some aches and pains a little bit. But your mind is on strengthening your body, strengthening those connections, getting rid of the interference in the afternoon. The Emperor is another trump card. It's a 4. Empowerment. Tasad. Man on side, journey, desire, need. So you're focused on you. You have people there to help you. You are empowered to. You're feeling empowered to do whatever needs to be done, and you are feeling happy in the end of the day. Let's look up the 9 of Cups. Happiness. To get some specific words. Complete happiness, complete success, pleasure, physical well-being, vanity, conceit, overindulgence. Well, happiness could lead to those. But I feel like by the end of the day, you're feeling physically better. Whatever blockages you had. This one is a blockage in manifestation. Seeing if looks like there could be where would the blockage be? If there was, would it be in the mind or the heart? There's some unlooked up aspect of this self that you were thinking about in the morning you may be ignoring. This is a calm card, but there's some this is a card of looking at the unconscious part of yourself, which is a part that is consciousness, but it's unconscious, as to been raised to the light, so that you're actually mirroring it, and it may be starting to mirror and manifest itself, and that's why you're thinking about it in the thoughts. Overall, that's the overall day for Capricorn for January 10th. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope this helped in any way. I'm going to end the readings there. Beloved you are, blessed you are. Thank you. Amen.